5 best restaurants in Cinque Terre.
In this vlog, I'll share all the places we ate in Cinque Terre. I'll share my favorite in each village, so I'll have a favorite spot for each town, making the list of the 5 best restaurants to check out in Cinque Terre. This was a hard list to make, I have to confess. Ranking street food versus fine dining on the same list is a bit challenging. That's why I am sharing all the spots we went to in this video. Some were great for the food, while others shined with the views they offered. So it's up to you where you choose you want to eat, if you rather have amazing epic views or amazing food. So let's dive into the video. We're starting with the village of Riomaggiore. When we arrived in Riomaggiore, our first stop was at Old School Food and Cocktails. It's a trek to get to this spot, not because it's far, but because you must climb up. That's the case for many of the places in this village, but the views are worth it. We had a simple lunch here with a pizza and some focaccia. According to the locals, if you want to eat the best handmade traditional Italian focaccia bread, Genoa and Cinque Terre are the best regions to do so. So I wanted to start my Cinque Terre foodie adventures with some local focaccia and pesto, and this cafe was perfect for that. The region of Cinque Terre is the birthplace of pesto, and the pesto is so fresh and delicious here. Another cool thing you can do in Cinque Terre is take a cooking class and learn how to make pesto. I'll link my favorite cooking classes below. After checking focaccia and pesto off my list, I wanted to explore and walk around the old town. A great way to start exploring the old town of Riomaggiore in Cinque Terre is by finding the main street of Colombo and walking from there. Via Colombo is lined with shops and restaurants. Every time we visit a town or city by the water in Italy, we look for some fish cones. We became obsessed with those in Venice and wanted to try the ones from Cinque Terre. In addition to our fish cones, we also found some arancinis, which are Italian rice balls that are usually stuffed with breadcrumbs and deep fried. The menu at Tutti Fritti had a great selection, and everything was made freshly daily. Whenever we find a calamari or fish and chips shop, we always have to stop and take a cone to go. It's one of our favorite street foods in Italy. Tutti Fritti had a bunch of tasty snacks to choose from. Some of our favorites were the crab fritters, the fried anchovies, so delicious, and the traditional calamari and shrimp cone. Il Pescato Cucinato is another great shop for fish cones in Riomaggiore. The selection is a bit more limited here, but if you want a simple mixed fried seafood cone, this shop is another great option. Every time you visit Italy and you're by the sea, by the water, fish cones are a must. So whether you eat them here in Cinque Terre or Venice, give them a try. You won't regret them. That's my favorite snack, hands down. And another one. I told you we were obsessed with these. If you want to dine with panoramic views, our favorite bar in Riomaggiore is Pié de Ma. Pié de Ma sits atop a cliff and is the perfect place to unwind overlooking the sea. It does get a bit windy up there, so come prepared. Views are worth it though. This is another excellent spot to watch the sunset. You can even do wine tasting and have some focaccia and aged ham. This bar is great for drinks and a light snack. For dinner, a fantastic family-owned restaurant in Riomaggiore is La Torpedine. This restaurant is hidden up a flight of stairs in an alley away from the touristy crowds, and the seafood platters are delicious. If you're in the mood for pizza, our favorite spot in all of Cinque Terre was Kepris. I kid you not, we ate there several times during our stay in Cinque Terre. Pizzas here are so delicious and they're affordable, and what's really cool is that they're named after some of the villages and towns nearby. We gave the Kepris pizza a try, which is named after the restaurant, and it has tomatoes, mozzarella, locally sourced sausage, mushrooms, and gorgonzola cheese. The pizza was delicious. You should give it a try if you visit. This is the perfect spot if you're in a hurry and you're like, oh my god, I'm doing a day trip. I don't have time to sit down and eat, but I want to eat because I'm starving. You can eat your pizza there or take it to go, then head back to the boardwalk by the sea to eat it there. You'll find many other visitors eating their pizza and taking photos of the pizza itself, or of them eating the pizza with Riomaggiore as the backdrop. So that is a very popular Instagrammable spot for you to be eating pizza in Italy and having this epic dramatic backdrop. Kepris is also open late, so if you're hungry after hours, you can grab a bottle of local Cinque Terre wine and take a pizza to go.
Only €9. The best pizza in town. This is the Riomaggiore pizza.
We also had some gelato at Gelateria Sotto Zero. Now on to the next village, Manarola. We are heading here for epic views. Nessun Dorma is the perfect spot to watch the sunset and grab cocktails overlooking the sea. From here, you can see Riomaggiore from afar, and the views are postcard worthy. Having a sunset dinner cruise is also an option. I'll link my favorites below. This spot is trendy for lunch, and you cannot make a reservation beforehand. To get your name on the list here, you have to download an app and add your name to it. What's cool about that is that you don't have to wait in line. Instead, they'll text you when your table is ready. We love Nessun Dorma for the views, but if you're looking for the best seafood in Cinque Terre, I recommend making a reservation at Trattoria dal Billy. This place has good views as well as fantastic food. You're still overlooking the sea here, but in a more secluded setting. If you're traveling during the busy season, I highly recommend making reservations a few months ahead of time at restaurants you might want to check out, as Cinque Terre is a very popular destination among tourists and locals alike. Off we go now to Corniglia. The best gelato we had in Cinque Terre was at Gelateria Corniglia. If you want bites and cocktails with panoramic views, our favorite spot in Corniglia is Bar La Terza Terra. That's Riomaggiore right over there. Another favorite bar for bites and drinks in Corniglia is Terra Rosa. Terra Rosa is conveniently located right before the start point of the hiking trail from Corniglia to Vernazza. What I love about Terra Rosa is that despite being petite and modest, it carries a fantastic selection of local wines and beers. It was a hot day and we were about to start a hike, so a cold local beer hit the spot for us. And some chiquetis made me nostalgic for my time in Venice. We loved this shop. Everything was delicious at affordable prices. Moving on to Vernazza. This is the side of Cinque Terre where you start to feel those beachy vibes. There are many restaurants along the sea, but our favorite cafe is further into town. We had some bites and beers at Il Pirata della Cinque Terre. This spot had amazing hospitality, prices, and delicious food. Here's a fun fact. All the servers were Dominican, which was so cool. Il Pirata della Cinque Terre took me back to my time in the Dominican Republic and ending in Monterosso. My favorite beach in all of Cinque Terre can be found in this village. We're going to end our Cinque Terre foodie adventures with a family-owned restaurant that offers locally sourced ingredients and mouth-watering food in a homey ambiance, La Osteria. Do yourself a favor and reserve a spot so you don't miss out. If you made it this far, I want to include a wonderful bar cafe we found in La SPEZIA. La SPEZIA will be the town you visit before entering and after leaving Cinque Terre, so if you're looking for a spot to grab a drink and bite between travels, this is it. We had an hour to kill before our train to Rome, so we decided to have breakfast at Ciao Baby. I do have to say though that was the most American breakfast we had in our entire trip through Italy, but it was delicious and it hit the spot. I was kind of craving avocado toast during that portion of the trip. If you had a favorite restaurant that did not make our list, leave a comment below so our travel community can find a new place to dine at. I hope you enjoyed this foodie guide through Cinque Terre. I had so much fun eating in all the villages.
Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Until next time.